It's another lovely day, though it's nearing sunset. And we're going to be working on our house here. Gym. We've got a bunch of things to do, and I suppose I should go over plan for this. So, if we go down here, past the claystone here, we have this area down here, eventually, that has andesite. And andesite is a fairly solid, block. It can make the can, for example. And it has a very nice color. It's not too dark, but it's not too bright. So that's one option, and I'm thinking I'll probably use that for paths, since it would make, a nice little color and all that. So I'm not going to be following any real sort of plan for this, beyond one thing I do know I want, and that's I want to have like one layer of a dark block, sort of like a foundation, so to speak. And I haven't decided on the floor yet, and as I've already said, the paths are going to be mostly andesite. I'm not really worried about walking speed. Like, I've got it set to max, and also the paths that do that, well, the basic ones kind of look really bad. Got this path maker that can turn chiseled blocks into paths, so we'll be able to use that to turn the andesite, but that's neither here nor there at the moment. The simple answer is I will need to do one dark layer, and that'll be the foundation. So that is the main thing. Now, we've got two main choices on the block that we can use for that. Specifically, we have, where is it? Yeah, we have some basalt over here, and it's not that far, it's easy enough to get to. And we've also got slate, basically all around here. So, like, there's literally slate, like, everywhere. I'm not worried about slate. Basalt, on the other hand, is a very dark block, and it does make for some very dark bricks, but I'm worried it's a little too dark, if you know what I mean. It is a good color, but is it a bit too dark? And I think the answer is yes, because I'm looking for a sort of cobblestone look. And I know that sounds weird because everything is going to be cobblestone, but I'm looking for more of a light cobble sort of look. But it needs to be dark because I'm going to be using a lot of chalk, which is why I need to decide what sort of block. See, slate might work. It's dark, but it's not basalt dark. However, the issue is we don't know where slate is. Shale couldn't work though. I think we're gonna go for shale, simply because not only is it pretty much everywhere, it's also a light enough color that I don't think it's gonna be too obnoxious. However, we are going to need another tin bronze pickaxe soon, so we can't get too much of it. However, we really don't need that much of it. And we've also got plenty of other resources that we have right here. Like, we have all of these andesite stones that we're just not using. And we've also got options like We can use the sand to make fan, or we can use mud bricks. You know what? Mud bricks might actually work. It requires sand and soil, and they're super easy to make. Yeah. However, they require blue clay. No, they just require any sort of clay. So mud bricks are definitely an option. There is also the option of rammed earth as well, because there are different variants. We could also try cob. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a tiny smidgen of clay, and I'm actually going to very quickly just make one batch of these clay bricks. Alright, give me that. Now it's that, and then that. What am I missing for the light? Ah, yes, sand. Sand. Bloop. So then it's that. And then that. How do I make the light? Ah, I see. Alright, let's give these a look. Got another storm on the horizon. Alright, so I'm just gonna put them here for the moment, and yeah, that does kind of look good. Do I want the dark mud bricks though? Because I can do light. Or should I do dark? Honestly, I kind of think dark is gonna work best. White does look better, but dark also looks pretty good. What about, that might be good. A layer of dark and then a layer of light. That does mean, however, that it's going to use a lot of clay. And it's also going to lift the house up a bit, which isn't too big of an issue. I've left enough of a garden to do any sort of little step, and I can put a little balcony here as well. But the question is that what I want? I think my answer is yes. So we're going to, just so I have a little guideline. Oh. Yeah. So we'll have this go up to here, and the entrance will be up here with, yeah. So we'll have a bit of a, I mean, we'll need to fill this in. So it's going to go, yeah. So we've decided on the foundation, that's fine. Now the question is, where do I want the walls and what do I want them out of? So, let's just go and get some quick rest with the inventory. Okay. Pretty tonight. It's not raining. Alright. So we've got this, and we've got the chalk cobblestone. The dry stone would be great though. However, for that, I am going to need a chisel. All done. Should place that there. Put these back here. Right, I gotta there we go. Alright. Oh. Fish. So, while those are getting made, we're going to need an item specifically to get on the hammer. So we're going to go on a little trip down to the mines to get a block of andesite to make the forge. I left my lantern at home. It'll be dark down there. There we go. Cookies. Alright. Andesite, so all we need to do is do that. And then that. And this should be what I need for... That's for the Khan. How do I make the 40 thing again? Gosh, it's been a hot minute. I know andesite is a hard enough block. What is it? Forge. Ah, it requires the cobblestones, I see. So... yeah, that'll be easy enough. Either way, we needed to get that block for the car. The car is actually wrong, I mean the, plenty. The grain grinder. The maximum. The untold story. Easy enough to use these clay stones that I'm not going to really use for much else. And I'm going to bring them over here. Make them into some cobblestones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There should be enough for 2. Confirmed. Excellent. Now I'm gonna need a little alcove to put them in because, well, the rain will put them out, so we really just need, well, more space, admittedly. Oh. Bit of a delayed reaction, but okay. I suppose I can move my bed to there for when it's time to do it. Oh, we got another little fishy trap. Alright, I think what I'll do is I'll just do that and put a block on top, just for now. Cause oops. It'll be easy to just do this for now so that they don't go out, cause yeah. Which means we'll need to put some blocks here so that we can stand here. And I'm also going to need a little bit more because we're going to need a spot to put the anvil up. This will have to do. Now, I need to make the... oh no, it was a clan. I was correct. I see, I see. I'm a little short and I also need the chisel for that. In that case, I will put you over here. Alright. We cannot ignore our food situation any longer. Sneak down, close that up. Going to grab this. Have a little munch. You are done. You can go there. Now, got 8. Just make it a little more complicated. Alright. You come with me, you come with me. Alright. Now, I didn't really need to make 2 more knives. It was just, I kind of had to use that 50 so I could get my crucible back. So, actually, can I use bone for them, and isn't it better? Can I not? That's the wrong thing. Okay. Bows. Yeah. I thought so. Only with the flint ones. Alright. 2 more for the knife collection. And these can go back. Now, you will go there. Right. That's all set up and ready to go. The question is also, welcome to my seashell collection. So, what did I need again? Gosh, it took me so long to get that, I've forgotten. Right, I need a chisel. And I should probably make myself a saw as well. And that'll take up the 2 ingots, I think, yeah. Okay. That will be enough. Really, that would be more than enough. I'm just gonna fill it up. Nope. All right. We have that. And, yeah. Since I have the time, and also, do I need these now? I don't. In that case, you guys can go in the water as decor. Area a bit more cleared out. No, that's got plenty, so put that there. Those are heating up. And then we shall create our first items with the forge. Fancy. Look at us being all fancy. It's a lovely 31-degree day. Okay, let's do the first item. So we need the chisel. Chisel obtained. Next we need the saw blade. that'll do us for now. So, the chisel will be used for that, and the saw blade will be able to allow us to get planks and other things, and you know, those sorts of things. Now, I need sticks. That's what my pause was for. Two lovely sticks. Oh, wait, that's the wrong. Oh no, yeah, I'm right. The irony. That starts buzzing right as I get the saw. Now, we have the saw, we have the chisel, and now it is time for... right. We want to refine these chalk rocks. Honestly, that kind of would make a great chimney. But that said, we don't have a lot of chalk dry stone, unfortunately. But it is okay. Because I just wanted to see if this goes. Does it have a side then? Let's make sure I'm placing them the right way. That, down, down. Okay, so yeah, it's just a variation. No, that doesn't really go well with what I'm thinking. It's also extremely expensive. It might work as like a little outline. No, it's still too expensive for that. I mean, I could always make another long trip back and fill up, and then make my way back. There are options. I might need to chisel more. And now the polished. Yeah, that's gonna be great. As the kitchen floor. So since the kitchen starts here, and this will be the ground floor, you want to put it like here. So I am definitely going to have to get more. So, the kitchen will sort of curve around here, like that. Yeah. So I think that's a good floor for that. And we can, what if we do like a little bit more of that here to differentiate between the kitchen? No, that doesn't look good. Okay. I'm going to drop this there for the moment. Put that in my offhand. I scratch my ear a little because it's itchy. And then what I can do is I can right click and then we're going to take out, say, I need to do that. And then we will add that doesn't look that bad, but it still looks a little plain. Oh wow, that mud goes really far. Got a second fish there. Still too dark. You like now? Are you winning some? Flip. Now, where was I? This is a nice little table. Still needs some seat and things, but you can put things on top of it, like so. So, you know, it functions as a table. I guess it's time to go to bed. A what gear? And ha. I'm sorry? An astral what? Well, by now all the drifty boys should have hopefully despawned. So we can go and put this away. And then I gotta figure out what I want to do about this astral gear. Cause, yeah, that's a little weird. Listen to me. It's weird. Compared to, you know, of course, an astral gear, a temporal gear is perfectly fine. Huh. So they do slowly rot on there. So that's why I left the fish there, because I was curious on if they would expire. And they have, but I'm wondering if the wear traps do or not. We shall find out. But I need somewhere to put that for now. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna look up what this thing does, because I'd rather not risk if it's like a world-destroying thing. Especially when I'm currently, you know, hard at work building a house. Yeah, it's not exactly the most fancy table. We'll be able to, you know, give it some sort of pattern eventually. But it's a good start, And then we'll have the kitchen area here. And this will be the bedroom. But, let's just replace these three for now. Just because I need a place to put these, because the others will stack and they won't. There. So. We now have a difficult question, because we already know what's going to go here. It's going to be more of these mud bricks, right? The question is, specifically, hello dear, yes. What do I make the walls? I've been so focused I hadn't really had time to consider it. Yeah, those are all growing well. No issues. And I do have those onions there. But I'm I know I'm going to have to start killing things very soon, but right now I just kind of... I want to build my house. So we do have... There is options. Like I could cut down one of those really big trees and make the walls out of that, because that would make sense given the context. We could make quarter logs, which are basically you can make them look so that it looks like a little bit of a log cabin, and that is an option. Birch quarter logs corner. Okay, so that is an option. Another option is we can make it into debark stuff, and then debark that, and then quarter that. Though, doesn't seem to be displaying. Is it even different? Oh yeah, it is different. Another option is we can make it into planks, and then we would be able to make things like these. Or, I mean, we're gonna need to make a door soon eventually, so... In fact, you know what? Let's upgrade. We're going to use our first saw and finally give ourselves a goddamned door. Oop. And not just one door either. We're gonna give ourselves two. How's that for innovation? Take that, atheists. I say as one. There. Now, isn't that just the pinnacle of innovation right there? A door. So, now that that's done, let me think. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is new. Slanted birch roofing? Oh, honey. Honey. I know, but I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build, honey. Birch roofing might actually look really, really nice. Like, that would be actually really, really nice. And for now, it's just gonna be another thing to place here. But I got my eyes on you, birch planks. I got my eyes. All two of them. Here we go. Let me also just put these berries away. Might make some porridge with berries, or maybe some soup. We'll see, we'll see. Now, my thing is, I'm not going to be... Honey, please. I'm not going to be destroying any of the trees in this circle, of course, because, I mean, they're the trees. They're the trees of the town. I'm not going to be doing them. So these trees are off limits, but there should be some over here that we can take guilt-free. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to scare the birds a bit, and we're going to go on a small little adventure, taking a bite of food. Because I don't want to ruin the denseness, but I also need to make sure I get a tree that isn't attached to any other trees. Like, see how this one is sort of attached to that one? That's gonna cause complications, as we call it in the business. So I need to find one with a certain finesse, shall we say. Cypress. Like, there's plenty of birches. Actually, why am I calling them birches? There's plenty of bitches around. This one is fairly small. There's a ball there. There's also quartz. Let me just quickly mark down the quartz. And we shall just... Here. I think this tree is the one. Because it should be small enough that it's not going to take... Well, it's going to take a while, but I'm going to cut so you guys won't see anything more than... Bam. Okay. So these redwood quarters can be turned into planks, gates, and we can take these redwood planks and also turn them into roofing or planks. Shingle roof bridge, roofing beam. Interesting. So I think the redwood will be what I Okay. So this is a little bit of an issue. I am going to lose those. Unless I can figure out a method of... let's see how much there is. Okay. So first things first. The pickaxe has 3 durability. That gives me 1 inventory space. Alright, so I'm going to introduce you guys to a little trick. So I have just given myself extra inventory space. However, one thing to note about this trick is you can't jump with it. So bear that in mind if you do this trick. However, what you can do is go E, all the blocks fall, then you just and now I can walk. I'll fall again. And now we can go again. And they float. They all float here, Johnny. I got them all. You can also do it that way. Okay. All right. So, now I'm just gonna have to chop them up because the planks will stack even if the logs won't. Okay. I wonder how tall this is gonna be when I'm done. it's still going. How many is this? Oh my gosh. I'm starting to get really concerned now. I don't even want to know how big this is. I'm afraid to look up. Alright, moment of truth. Oh, Jesus! Oh my god! And that was a smaller tree. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's just... I'm kind of still, wow. So, yeah. We won't be using, redwood we won't be using redwood for the walls. So instead, let's consider the alternate options. Now, I need to shave this. No, it's shave. How do I shave again? I thought it was just that. Ah, so I need axe, hammer, and then I can debark them. And now, to make them... How do I suddenly have even more redwood? How? I can't add any more. It's too tall. It won't let me. Hold on. They're fake. They were fake blocks. Just a glitch in the matrix. Alright, now, as I was saying, we need to do it like this, yes? And in the center, which gives us 6. Now we have a couple of options, because we can turn these into the crisscrossed kind. Still, for now, let's just see how they look. Honestly, that's not half bad. It'll go fairly well. Let me show you. It'll go very well with this, see? They go well together. Yeah, I think that'll be the main wall for the kitchen area. I'll probably go for something a little different for the bed area. But I do like that. Okay. Now, we have decided on some very basic walls using a new block, and I have no idea what we'll do for the bedroom area, but we're making progress. Now, there's one last thing I'm going to do before I wrap up this episode, and that's look up what this astral gear does. So, it's something to do with relics? I shall keep it in hand, but I'm probably not going to mess with it at this point. And it can't be placed on the ground. Of course it can't. When can anything be placed on the ground? Gosh. Oh my gosh. Too much. Too much.